And thank God for Doge. They're looking at waste, fraud, and abuse. Just got access to Treasury payment accounts to showcase all of the fraud going on, billions and billions of dollars. They're already saving billions of dollars a day. We have to look at spending. We have to look at tax cuts as well. But it's very important. There are multiple factors that go into inflation. We have to recognize that and try to fight our way forward and grow the economy in a way that wages grow with the challenges we have ahead, and that people can afford eggs and gas again. We can't do that right now until we fix the system.
Yeah, we were just looking at a scrolling list of some of the products and companies that are going to be affected. And it seems like virtually every sector of the American economy potentially could be targeted by these tariffs, and the tariffs that Mexico and Canada have now announced that they will institute against U.S. goods.
Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Job chapter 20, verse 4 and 5. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachah Kodesh. Double honor to our venerable apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran, coming back at you with a quick, driving talk. And Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting, all right, onto the elect. And it's just basically just meditating. All right, I was thinking about this whole thing that Trump is pushing for, because ultimately, in our daily walk in this truth, every single day, we watch what's going on and we filter it through the scriptures. It's almost like a game of cat and mouse. We're watching to see what they're going to say, what they're going to do, and what can we extrapolate from that. That is a sign of some of the coming prophecies. You know what I mean? Then ultimately, we know that this man is going to be destroyed. His kingdom is going to be destroyed. All right, within 1 hour with an overwhelming destruction. We know that. Okay, but before that, he's deceptively going to bring in a new world of complete lawlessness. Okay, and everything that's against the Heavenly Father's will. All right, but remember, in order for him to do that, he has to deceive the world. He has to deceive people into accepting this new way of so-called life. All right, and I was thinking about how Trump said he's going to put tariffs on these countries and their companies unless they come over here and establish their businesses, all right, out here on American soil, right? He's also pledged to invest in Stargate, all right? I believe the next thing they're going to start talking about is going to be some form of pledge to health. That's when you're going to start seeing the endemic situation, because they have to have a reason, right? Because right now what you're seeing is everything that the Biden administration did that really pissed off Americans is now being reversed, so-called reversed. But in the reversal of it, they're bringing in something else that both sides, we're talking Democrats and Republicans, are not going to like. See, right now it's being pushed like oh, the liberals did all this, the progressive, people, look what they've done, all this DEI hiring and what they've used your tax dollars for, so they're making it seem like the government that is presently constituted is incompetent. It doesn't have the people's best interest at heart, which is true, right? Which is true, but that goes for both sides. Okay? With all the talking that Trump is doing, with even putting Elon Musk in charge of what they call Doge or whatever the hell that shit is, right? Again, we know it's just all a game. It's all theatrics. It's all theater. It's all acting. All part of the deception. All right. So you have the conservatives, Trump and them coming in and saying that we need to take back America, we need to take back our country, we need to make common sense great again or whatever. You know, again, they're pushing all these sentiments that will get people to support them, because it's like, yeah, like, of course, all the things that they're saying, it sounds good. You know, we're gonna bring businesses back to America. Now they're saying that some of these car companies are gonna be coming back to Detroit. Detroit's gonna be back to the Motor City again, right? You're gonna have a lot of these companies that were thriving, all right, decades ago, are all coming, so-called coming back, but they're not coming back like how you remember it. You know, like the good old days of America. You know, where every city you had a downtown where it was major life movement. You know, you're not going to see it like that. Now it's going to be a new world, right? Trump said something about freedom cities, building freedom cities. He wants to start off in the land of Palestine. All right, want to have the Palestinians in Gaza over there. He's gonna redo the whole so-called destruction that happened in that land and rebuild it all over again, man. Right? What's that in Malachi? All right, the first chapter, it says that we shall return and build up the desolate places. Okay? So that's their mindset. That's their MO. They don't understand that the wickedness that they do that brings the judgment is a sign from the Lord for them to what? To cut it out, basically. Right? But we know that the Most High is not at all in his mind. So everything he does, he thinks he's the Most High. He thinks he's in control of all these things. Okay? That's why Trump can say the things he's saying, even though they know what the prophets are telling them. In any world, any serious-minded people, when you hear prophets tell you about the threats of the Heavenly Father to, especially where you're living, you might think they'll take it seriously. You see? But the Lord has put these people in a strong delusion that they have believed a lie. You know, and the truth, it means nothing to them. Right? Because everything that's true has been turned into a lie, and everything that's a lie has been turned to so-called truth. Right? Everything turned upside down. Evil being called good, good being called evil. That's a wrong state of mind to be in. Very confusing. Hence, Babylon the Great. So it makes sense why this place has become a giant psychiatric ward, man. And all the wardens are on drugs and on pills, crazy shit. Okay, and they're being transported into they're about to redo their warden now. They're about to redo the confines in which they're in. And it's all going to be digital. So now they don't got to physically deal with you no more. Because people are getting dumber and dumber. So these elites are like, listen, we've gotten them where we want them. Now let's just treat them like the animals that they are. See? So Trump is promising all these things, all right, to make America great again. The golden age of America is a dawn of a new era. All this bullshit, right? And I say bullshit because it's bullshit. All right. Jeremiah 51 says that we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Okay. So the prophecies state that this place is circling the drain. All the signs of the end of an empire, we're seeing it, and it has a lot of similarities to how Rome went down. The first leg of the Roman Empire, I should say. Okay, because this is Rome 2.0, and she's seen her same. That's why they made the same mistakes. Okay, your money is corrupted, your government is corrupted, hence your people are corrupted. All right, you have a very immoral society, ruled by uber immoral people. The earth being given into the hands of the wicked. All right. So Trump is one of those people. He's part of the secret council of the wicked. All right, because he goes to those meetings. He's done those rituals to be ushered in. I mean, have you seen this nigga's parents? Have you seen what they look like? Type in Donald Trump, father and mother, and you tell me what you see. All right. It's absolutely disgusting work, man. Absolutely disgusting work. All right, but it's beautiful in the same because we can't wait for this place to go down. We're watching, all right, the deconstruction of a place that was once known as great. All right, but it's being done in a deceptive way so people could allow it by saying that we're redoing it, we're making it better by destroying what has always worked, so-called. All right, so get ready for your freedom cities. Very interesting how they're gonna call it freedom cities because it'll be everything but freedom.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Right? It'll be cities known as prison cities, not freedom cities. All right? So-called 15-minute cities filled with, like they say, the China model is very attractive. Well, they're in a race against China, right? With the whole AI infrastructure, right? China is building so much faster. We need to be the capital of AI and crypto, right? So now they're in an arms race, all right, AI arms race against China. So who's going to win? When you see where China is at right now, and Babylon is saying that they want to compete with China, they're telling you that, yes, we want to be like China. We want to actually surpass China. China is a communist country where their people don't have the so-called freedoms that you might think they have. You know, they're under 24/7 surveillance. You know, they have a social credit system. This is what Babylon is competing against. So in order for Babylon to outdo China, they're going to have to push surveillance to the extremes. In other words, it becomes biometric at that point. It goes into your skin. That's the ultimate form of surveillance, right? No longer are we looking at how you do things or what you're doing on the outside, but now we know what you're actually thinking and feeling in the inside. That's the ultimate form of surveillance. So ultimately, for them to reach their fullest potential is going to be the end of humanity at that point, because now you're not going to be you. Once you're being surveilled from in the inside, the outside is much worse, but the inside, I mean, come on. Your whole mindset changes because now you're not going to do things that you normally would do because you feel like you're being watched all the goddamn time. Right? So behavior changes, which changes personality ultimately, right? That's why they said it changes you. Okay? Ultimately, once you're so altered, you don't see the point in just living in this miserable state. You might as well just merge with a damn robot. You know? You're already there. You might as well just complete the mission. You see? So it's all being done gradually. Right? Very quickly, but gradual at the same time. All right? And we see how this thing is all playing out. We see how these devils are coming in with it. All the technology, all the AI, is all being brought in. So these companies are going to be coming in here. They're not going to be coming in, like I said, like the times of old. They're coming in with the new times, the new world order mindset. Businesses, stakeholders, stakeholder capitalism is what they call it. They're going to be the ones using and utilizing this AI because it's an infrastructure being built. So once it's done and the building is complete, you're going to see the after effects of it. All right, when Trump says that in 4 years it's going to be fixed, you don't have to vote because you're not going to have the choice or an option. Who are you going to vote for? Everything is AI. That's what they're doing right now. They're destroying the trust that people have in their so-called officials and elected leaders and so on and so forth. Right? I say so-called. All right. You know, and emphasis on so-called, right? Elected leaders is being used loosely, okay? Because we know who puts them in place, right? But now people are not trusting the so-called government, so now it makes it easy for any solution that says, oh, you don't have to pay no more taxes. Look what they're using your tax dollars for. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yo, that's true. That's a good point. Get these niggas up out of here. You know, they're using our tax dollars to go to Pakistan or whatever, Palestine, to go buy $50 million worth of condoms to build bombs. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, man. And actually, people believe this shit. It's amazing. You know? Amazing. But again, that's That's all part of the causeth. Remember Revelation 13 and 16, right? So that's all part of that. So you're gonna see a lot of these companies start making that change, because if they're spending $500 billion in AI infrastructure, that's ain't nobody gonna want to be left out of that. All these corporations, they all gonna want to buy in. Okay, if the government is gonna be investing $500 billion in anything, all these companies, right? They all gonna buy into that, man. They gonna buy into it. All these corporations, they all gonna buy into it. Guess what? They all bought out by they're owned, all right, by BlackRock, and then ultimately by Vanguard. All these companies and corporations that are going to be working together, all right, to make this AI thing come to fruition. They're all owned, ultimately, when you go up the chain, they're owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. And BlackRock and Vanguard have high stakes in the WEF policies. Okay? So, man, look, when you go to airlines, right, the whole reason why all these planes are falling out the sky, they about to redo, how people travel through the air. Ultimately, they want to do away with your access to it. That's so they're causing the fear. But it's also to bring in that change. Oh, we got to protect people who fly. The way the planes are moving, we got to, boom, AI. Some way, somehow. Factories being burnt down. We need to do the way we do the supply chains. Supply chains needs to be changed. In order for this, we need to improve AI. Bam, bam, bam. AI gonna come in. The way food is distributed. The way you watch your movies, the way you dress, everything you do, what you eat, all that is gonna be changed. That's why they're destroying what you see now. So, man, don't trust anything they're saying, man. It sounds good. It's supposed to sound good. That's part of the deception, right? Satan, the serpent, when he came and deceived Eve, okay, it was something that was, unto death, right? But he made it seem like it was going to bring you immortality. Meanwhile, what did it do? It made us mortal. It brought us death, man. So it's the same pattern they're going to use, all right? Ultimately, to get that MOTB inside of people. All right, and make it less of a resistance that they're gonna have to face. So they're building, man. They're building towards it. All right, but like we read in Job the 20th chapter, the 5th verse, that the triumphing of the wicked is short. Okay, and the joy of the hypocrite is for a moment. All right. So, hey, man, even though they might have it right now, or may seem to have it right now, guess what? According to Job, the 20th chapter, the 22nd verse, all right, in the fullness of his sufficiency, right? The Lord said, what? He shall be in straits, okay? And every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. In other words, the working class, the laborers, those who these new innovations are going to affect directly, the so-called consumer. Okay? So that's what you're seeing, man. All this AI stuff being built into the system is going to be controlled by a few. Sometimes when you listen to what they say AI is going to do this for us. We. Who's the us and who's the we? Right? George Carlin said, it's a big club and you ain't in it. So those who control AI in terms of the creation of it, and the utilization of it in society, they're the ones who are going to have the power over those who AI is going to be controlling. Artificial so-called intelligence. Sick world, man. Sick world. People created robots, and then now robots became their gods. That's a sick world, man. But yeah, man, just wanted to bring that out real quick, just meditate on it. How they're deceptively bringing in this new world order, all right, through Trump's new policies, and how he's going to build this place and build it back better, and in his own way of make America great again, he's building back better. It's the same shit, all right, same shit. Biden said build back better. All he did was clean and destroy. This nigga saying that he's going to make America great again. All he's about to do is what? Set up a whole new prison. This time it's not going to be just the blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. It's going to be all Americans. Everyone in the land of Babylon will be required to take the implantable micro C-hip. And it's going to be done by law. Okay? It's going to be done by law. All right? So anyway, I'm leaving off there, Lola, and you were edified and informed. In closing, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Ruach HaKodesh, Tawada Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. And until next time, Shalom.